Koreans. There was on the ball on the ground, and the referee is asked to the player to retake the throw. They take it quickly again, and they have another throw after an American player had challenged them. Another throw from Malaysia, and the Malaysians again give the ball away. This time the referee has blown his whistle for a foul after the number 4 of Malaysia had raised his foot quite high dangerously, trying to stop an American clearance. Let's have a look again at the challenge. It's number 17 who hurt himself after the Malaysian number 4 had raised his foot high, trying to stop the clearance. Now the Americans are going to throw deep in the opponent's half. But from the look of it, they're going to play it short. You do find the teammate. He tried to flick it over his opponent, but the Malaysian defender did well to turn up and clear the ball. Great tackle by the Malaysian player. The American. Let's have a look again at the tackle by the Malaysian player. The American player was complaining that the Malaysian player had kicked back at him after a tackle. But a shot from far out to USA, but way over the crossbar. It's number 9, the captain of USA, Joshua Thomas Sargent, who has already scored 1 goal in this match. Let's have a look again at Joshua's shot. It was a good position. The ball was a comfortable height for him, but the execution went slightly wrong. It's 25 minutes done in this match, and the USA have taken a lead after Joshua Thomas Sargent had converted a penalty and has given his team a 1-goal lead. This is the match number 9 of AIFF Youth Cup 2016. It's the last day of group stages. It's going to be an exciting day for football in this tournament. The teams yet fighting for the positions in the finals at the 3rd and 4th place. Here comes the Americans to another challenge. He puts it across. The American with trying again for a bicycle kick, but ends up conceding a foul. In the first chance, the ball narrowly missing him. Let's have a look again at the cross. The first acrobatic challenge. Again, tried for a bicycle kick, but failed to connect with the ball and only got the Malaysian defender. And the referee blows whistle for a foul. The Americans having no trouble in finding their teammates with passes. Good work there by the American right back. He nudged the ball ahead and from the other side beat his opponent with speed. Let's have a look again how he beat the opponent and was ultimately fouled. It was the number 36 of Malaysia, Muhammad Najmi Idham bin Johan, who was beaten. He tried acrobatically to lunge and win the ball. Here's another angle on the challenge by the number 36 of Malaysia. Looks like the American player is in some pain and needs to be tended to. The physio of the USA has gone there to tend him. The referee for today's match is Mr. Tejas Viswasrao Nagwankar. Had a few crucial decisions to make, especially the one where he awarded the Americans the penalty, which they converted and took the lead in this match. Here comes Malaysia on the halfway line. He does find his teammate with the pass. The ball is back with him. His forward was in an offside position, so I think he chose not to pass it to him. The Malaysians did well in that few seconds, holding the ball. but couldn't break through the American defense. Here's a long ball forward again, but it's a bit too long for the winger to control, and the ball goes out of play for a throw into the Americans. The USA would want to control this game at their own tempo. Here they come with another challenge. The ball was passed back, but just before the ball could find the feet of an American player, the Malaysian defender got back and cleared it. The Malaysian player winning a foul after the teammate was pushed from behind when they had taken the throw in. Here they come down the other side. It's the number 12 who's already scored a goal in this tournament. The captain of America brought down, but the ref says there was nothing dirty in that. The Malaysians put the ball into the box. There was nobody there. The ball does fall back to them. He shoots. But the easiest of saves for Quantrell, John Anthony Jones to pull off. Let's have a look again at the chance. It's the Malaysian number 23. He was falling down. Was not in the position to kick the ball. He did take the shot. It was a very poor shot. And the American keeper corrected it calmly. Here comes USA on the other side. A ball forward. The American player is brought down by a tackle. It looks like it's going to be a yellow card for the number 6 of Malaysia. Let's have a look again at the challenge by the number 6 of Malaysia. He missed the ball completely and brought down William Franklin Sands and has earned a yellow card. The second yellow card of the match, again to a Malaysian player. The player yellow carded was Harzan Hafiz, Hazli Zanizan Ahwal. Just before the free kick can be taken, the referee has blown his whistle for a water break. It's a 30-minute mark where the early kickoff usually gets stopped for a water break. It's hot and humid here in Goa, and the players rightfully getting a water break. The referee for the match, Tejas, also taking this time to have some water. He too has to do a lot of running around with the players of both the teams. He's just made a crucial decision of awarding the Americans a free kick. It's on the corner of the box. A good position for the free kick. They can put in a teasing cross for the teammate to head it in just in front of the goal. Coaches of both teams also using this time to give the players some inputs from what they have seen in this first half. The young Malaysian keeper. It will be a test of his nerves in this free kick. From an earlier corner, he had managed to just palm the ball away to an opponent in the 6-yard box. Luckily for him that time, the referee had later blown for a foul. The referee getting his players. Let's have a look again how the foul was committed. The usual set piece takers are number 10 and number 18 of the USA. But let's see who's going to take it in their absence. It's number 19, William Franklin Sands, who's walking out to the ball. There's also number 20, Adrian Isais Villegas, who's on the ball. It looks like the Malaysians had assembled the wall way closer than what is needed, and the referee has asked them to step back. Let's see which of these two players is going to take the free kick. It's Villegas. It was a low free kick. Trying to find his captain. But just before he could get to the captain, it was put behind the goal line for a corner kick. To the USA, it's again Villegas who's going to take the set piece. He can't cross them well. In comes the corner. This time the referee blows the whistle straight away for a foul in the box. Let's have a look again at the corner. Villegas with the corner. Wonder what the referee saw there for him to blow the whistle. Didn't look any untimely challenge to me. The Americans letting the ball run to their goalkeeper. The Malaysians haven't really tested him with any meaningful chance in this match until now. About 5 minutes ago they had one shot on target, but it was number 23 Mohammad Iqbal who had taken a shot. He was in a poor position as he was falling down and therefore completely fluffed his chance. But here comes the Americans on the other side. He puts in a cross. This time the Malaysian keeper doing really well to come out and collect the ball. Let's have a look again. Look at the cross and the collection by the Malaysian keeper. There was an American striker who was charging down on him as the ball was also heading towards him. He did well to keep his composure and collect the ball and not let the ball bounce off his arms. The Malaysians have usually worked hard in their defense and midfield, but it's the attack which has left them down. They come with another challenge. They have the ball in the box. The players down. But the referee says it's not a penalty at least. And now there's a corner. Throughout this tournament, the Malaysians do manage to get the ball on the wings, but more often than not, there's nobody in the box to pass it to, which forces the Malaysian winger to either take a shot from far or try to make a run into the box. The Malaysians do well in the midfield to win the ball, but when it comes to the opponent's final third, they lack the cutting edge. 38 minute of the match going on. The Americans had taken a lead in this match through a penalty, which was converted by the captain Joshua Thomas Sargent. But if the match against the Tanzanians and the Malaysians is of any views, the Americans need to be careful as the Malaysians can hit back in the second half. You can see there how the Malaysians do well in the midfield to fight and win the ball. But as soon as they get the ball, they lose the possession. You cannot score freely if this is how you concede the possession. You will have to rely on lucky breaks by your attackers and mistakes by the opponent's defenders to give you chances to score. It's complete domination by the USA in this match. The Malaysians need to fight back. After going a goal down, they now need to score 5 goals, as that is what is now needed to bring the goal difference for them to be above the Americans. The Americans now have a goal difference of +5. The Malaysians have a goal difference of -4. So if the Malaysians score 5, they'll be +1, forcing the USA to go to -1. They'll be tied on points, but because of better goal difference, the Malaysians would go above the Americans. But here comes Malaysians with the Americans with an attack. The players brought down, but this time the referee has waved play on. But the ball does fall back to the American midfielder. Here's another chance for the Americans. They move the ball down the left wing, but this time he's offside. So no point of crossing the ball in. In previous matches, the Americans are warned to not kick the ball after the whistle was blown. Even in this match, they have done it a couple of times. 5 minutes of normal time to go in this match in the first half. Can the Malaysians find some life in them and find the equalizing goal? But it's the Americans on another attack. Number 7, Dean Nicolo Garrett Limione with a lazy challenge, handling over the possession back to Malaysia. Here they come. He has a couple of teammates with him, choosing to find one. Good pass, but the player number 12 of Malaysia, Mohammad Hafikri bin Abdullah, was in offside position when the pass was made to him. The Malaysian number 12 should have controlled his run. It was not a pass that was made quickly. He had time to get back into an onside position. Another attempted through ball for the Americans, but stopped by the Malaysian right back. He tries to clear it, but the ball goes straight out for a throw into the USA. As the first half is drawing towards an end. Let's see how much free kick, how much added time will be given. There's an unnecessary push by the Malaysian player on the American player, but it is the American player who was standing right next to the ball when the Malaysian player was going to take the set piece. In a previous match, which was between India and the USA, the then captain of the match for the USA, number 10, George Anthony Acosta, was cautioned for not going back and standing away from the ball and allowing the Indians to shut the game. As I was saying, let's see how much added time will be awarded. At the end of first half, there's only been one goal and a water break, but there were a few stoppages due to injuries. It's the last minute of the normal time in the first half. The Americans trying to launch and work their way into the box of Malaysia. The referee stopping the game. William Franklin Sands couldn't keep the ball in play. Let's have a look again at the run by William. The referee had blown his whistle, saying that William Franklin Sands had already run out and gone behind the goal line before he could cross the ball. Another attack by an attempted through ball by the Americans, stopped by the Malaysian defenders. Here they have the ball on their own attack. They have 3 players ahead with him, but a poor pass, and the ball goes straight to the American keeper. It's his first match of the tournament, and he'll be pretty relieved with the way it's gone for him. He has had to make only 1 save in this entire match until now, and that also was a very easy one. The Americans controlling the game entirely. The match is played majorly in the half of the Malaysians. The Malaysians doing really well in this instance to keep the ball, but he ultimately loses out to the American left back. That's the 4th official indicating of 5 minutes added on at the end of first half. That's what is left in this first half for either of the teams to find a goal. The Americans with a very slow build up will low for the challenge only when they find the time. A ball launched forward. Knocked out of the sidelines for a throw into Malaysia. Let's have a look again how the Malaysian defender managed to clear the ball away. The Malaysians on the other side will be hoping to keep the defense tight and not allow the Americans to score the second goal of the match. The referee had blown a foul and has allowed the Malaysians to reset the game with a kick. It was a good long kick by the Malaysian goalkeeper, but it went straight to the head of a American centre back. Here's the left back trying to play a 1-2 with his teammate. He passed it to his teammate with a run ahead, but his teammate chose to go the other direction. But here comes America on the other side this time. Can he put in the cross? Yes, he does. Headed by the American player. It's a goal for America. Good header. Is the captain again. Number 9 with a good looping header over the reach of the Malaysian keeper. Let's have a look again. It was a good cross. Good header. Got good power. Made the ball loop over the arms of the jumping Malaysian keeper. It's number 9, the captain of USA, Joshua Thomas Sargent, who has scored his second goal. There's another angle at how the Americans have scored a second goal. Nicely met by the captain, Joshua Thomas Sargent, with the head. This is what the Malaysians would not have wanted, but definitely works in the favor of India. As it stands, the Malaysian goal difference is now -5. All the Indians would hoping for is the Americans to score one more goal, and then all the Indians would need to do is to draw the match against Korea. The turn of possession in the half of the Americans. Here they launch their own attack. Down the left wing. A poor touch to control the ball the first time, allowing the Malaysian back to come and put it out for a throw into USA. The player who lost the ball for the USA was the number 19, William Franklin Sands. Chandler Vincent Vaughan takes a throw in, goes back this time. The ball goes out of play and the Americans have another throw in. That was a risky pass back to his teammate. The Malaysian player almost got to the ball before the American left back could get to it, which forced him to clear it quickly, and the ball went straight into the arms of the Malaysian keeper. The last minute of added time. Can the Americans find another goal? Here they come with an attack, but he's in offside position. The referee indicating where the ball should be placed for the game to be restarted after the American player was caught offside. The Malaysian keeper restarts it. The referee for today's match, Tejas Viswasrao Nagwenka, can any minute call time to this first half. And he has done now. He doesn't allow the Americans to take the throw in. At the end of first half, it's the Americans who have taken a 2-goal lead. Both goals were scored by the captain, Joshua Thomas Sargent. First one from penalty, second one from a cross, which he put a header over the keeper's arms. We'll be back for the second half of the match number 9 after 15 minutes after the halftime break. See you then. Welcome back to the second half of the match number 9 of AIFF Youth Cup 2016 between Malaysia and USA. In the first half, USA have already scored 2 goals and Malaysia haven't scored any. The Americans have used the half time to make 2 changes. The first one is number 5, Tyler James Shaver stepping out, and number 3, Christopher Gloucester coming in his place. And second substitution is the goal scorer Joshua Thomas Sargent, who stepped out, and his place comes in number 8, Blaine Daniel Ferry. But it's all Malaysia has to do the running around in this match now. They have been really poor in the first half until now. They really need to be much better than what they played in the first half if they want to come back in this match, like how they did against the match against Tanzania. We are moments away from the kickoff in the second half. Malaysia will shut the game, shooting from right to left. And off we go. The referee has signaled to carry on. The Malaysians will probably commit more and more people up front now. But it's the Americans who started on the front foot already. The Malaysian been forced to put the ball behind the goal line hastily for a corner kick to the USA. So look again how the Malaysian right back was forced to come back and put the ball out. The Americans have already caused a few problems to the Malaysian defense from corners. There's been some pushing in the box, and the ref needs to have a word with the players of both teams. It's number 19, William Franklin Sands, who's going to take the corner. Here comes the corner. Just goes out near the front post. It was a corner which was directed in towards the goal, but unfortunately, let's have a look again at Williams' corner. Good corner, headed towards the front post, but takes a touch of the front post and goes out for a goal kick to Malaysia. Again, a poor restart by Malaysia, giving the Americans the ball right away. A diagonally long ball for the Americans. Can the player keep it in play? Yes, he does. It's number 17. He's also pushed down. And the linesman has raised his flag. Let's have a look again how the number 17 of America was pushed off. He did well to keep it in play. But the number 41, who's already yellow card and has considered penalty, pushes down the American number 17, who's Nicolo Garrett Lemione. It's William Franklin Sands who will take the set piece again, but we'll hope for a much better end product than from what he did in the corner a minute ago. Here comes the free kick. Takes a touch of the American player at the end and goes out for a goal kick. But the referee, let's have a look again at the free kick. It takes the Malaysian defender, heads it away. First time. It's the American 16. But the referee has given a corner now. Probably he didn't see the ball touching the head of the American player and then going out. For the Indians, who play next today at 8 o'clock. This is a match turning out as they would have hoped for. The Americans finally take the corner. Met by the head of an American player. Had it crossed the line. The Malaysian player did really well to stick his foot out and block it. But had it crossed the line, at least not as per the referees. Let's have a look again at the corner. Good header at the near post. It was stopped just before it could cross the line. Another ball to the box. But this time the Malaysian keeper came out and collected it calmly. Again, cheaply given away to the Americans. As I was saying, the Indians would be really happy the way this match is turning out. Here comes the Americans once again. The goal difference for the Malaysians stands -5. As of now, for the Indians, it's -6. Yeah, the Malaysians are on the ball. But the American player doing well to come in, get between the players and take the ball away from them. Here's the Americans. As I was saying, it looks like a substitution for a side. It's going to be the Malaysians, it looks like. It's number 12, Mohammad Hafikri bin Abdullah, who's going to make his way out. And then comes in his place number 26, Noramirul bin Awang, as you can see on your screens right now. Number 26, Noramirul bin Awang, coming in place of number 12, Mohammad Hafikri bin Abdullah. There seems to be a pushing between the opponents. There's a red card to an American player. The Malaysian player is down on ground. He's holding his pelvic area. Let's have a look again at the challenge. It was a push from behind by the American number 23. And he's been given a straight red card for that push from behind. The American coach, John Hackworth, really surprised at what's happened there. The Americans have already used it to substitutions. Here's another angle of the challenge. The ball had gone away and the American pushing the player and then stamping the opponent on his stomach and getting a red card. Kevin Roberto Negrete, the player who's red carded, his match has come to an end, which means he'll also miss the match on the 25th. As the game stands, the Americans will most likely play in the finals, and he'll miss the finals of the tournament. The Americans have only one substitution to be made. There's an American player who's brought down now. Big appeal by the American bench, but the referee has waved play on. Here comes Malaysia on the other side. They ball down the left wing and comes across, but blocked by the American right back. The American bench showing unhappy that this time the decision didn't go in their favor. Let's see how the coach John Hackworth decides to alter his tactics in wake of the red card to his teammate. It's to an attacker, so he would really not need to change his defense. But being a man down, they would face some heat from the Malaysian side. There are 2 balls on the pitch. And now the game has finally restarted. Malaysians now would try to attack much more than what they had done in the first half. They had a chance, but the American defender shielded the ball really well from the on-rushing Malaysian attacker. The Malaysians should really make their man advantage count. For the Malaysians, they would be hoping that the next match of the day, which is at 8 o'clock between Korea Republic and India, goes in favor of the Koreans. But here comes an attack by the Americans, but cleared by the Malaysian centre back before the American counterpart could get to the ball. This is what the Americans have done in the entire tournament. Moving the ball brilliantly through the defense to the midfield and then finding the attackers. And this is what the Malaysians have been doing, giving the ball away cheaply to the opponents time and time again. Ten minutes of the second half are completed, and this game has taken a twist. The Americans yet lead by 2-0, but have a man sent off. It was a needless push. Probably some earlier incidents had provoked him. Malaysians yet have two substitutions to be made, and now with a man advantage they would probably look to make a few attacking ones. It's yet them, other than in India, who will more likely make it to the third or fourth place match, the 25th. But India, who play late at 8 p.m. today, we could probably give it all, knowing that that's all they have to play for in front of their home crowd. They haven't won a match in this tournament yet, so we just want to finally get the win in the last group stage match. The Malaysians are fighting much better in this half than they were doing in the first half. They are seeing much more of the ball. Let's have a look again how the Malaysian player was brought down, which drew a foul. You can see that the Malaysians are now attacking in numbers. Here's another attack for the Malaysians. Headed out by the American left back for a throw in to the Malaysians. Good work by the Malaysian winger, but the American centre back came and cleared the ball. The American coach would need to get his defense back in composure. They are clearing the ball in haste, which is something completely unlike them. You could have seen in the first half that they were doing really well, passing the ball from side to side with the goalkeeper. But now, after going a man down, they're looking to clear the ball in the very first instance. It was good work there by the American defender to back heel the ball. The ball went straight to a Malaysian player who tried to find his teammate, but he was in offside position. The Malaysians now smelling some blood in this match. Here's a finally Americans making an attack after some time. Is a substitute number 8, Blaine Daniel Ferry, who's on the ball. There's a Malaysian player down, and the referees blew the whistle, and the Malaysians started quickly. The first half of this tournament was pretty clean, but in the second half of the tournament, we have seen 4 red cards. 2 of them were to Malaysian players, 1 to a Korean player, and today 1 to the American player. The Malaysians are making a substitution now. It's number 28, Xavier Zisco Felix, who's making his way out, and number 10, Alif Haikal bin Lokman Hakim Lau, who's making his way in. Xavier Zisco Felix's game is cut short in this match. He had missed the last match after he was given a red card against Korea. He had kicked a Korean player and he was given a red card. It was a poor corner by Malaysia, straight out of the box, over everybody's head. The Malaysians finally getting back into this game. The wait was long for them to get attacking, but they have made it now. As expected by the Malaysian coach, they have brought on the number 10, who will play in a very attacking position. They would want to score some goals to bring the goal difference back in their favor compared to India. It's as if the Malaysians have found a new lease of life. They're passing the ball much better than they were doing in the first half. Here they are with an attack, but the player didn't run for the through ball that was put by his teammate, but the Americans were forced to put it out for a throw in. The Malaysians take it quickly. Another ball forward. Can he beat his marker? No, he can't. The defender clears it, but balls go straight to a Malaysian player. There's a fight for the ball here. Ball cheaply given away. The American making a run. He did the ball well to win the ball, but he's out muscled off the ball. But he has won his side a throw in. Let's have a look again at how he made a run. Did really well to intercept the pass and has helped his team win a throw in. Now it's the Americans who are playing like the Malaysians in the first half, handing over the possession back to the opponents as soon as they get the ball. They have the ball again. They need to keep it. They need to find their belief back. It's all a matter of concentration. These players are all of 15 years of age, and it will be really interesting to see how they deal with the red card. So far, it's taken a big hit on their concentration. A long ball followed by Malaysia. The Americans need to be really careful. Even against Tanzania, the Malaysians had scored their goals from similar plays. As the match drew on, Tanzanian defenders lacked focus and grew tired. The Malaysians played a couple of few balls forward. The Tanzanian defenders were switched off, allowing the Malaysian attackers to get to the ball and slot the ball past the keepers in one-on-one positions. Here comes Americans now with the own attack. Cross with the right wing. The Americans shoots, but what a miss. It's number 19, William Franklin Sands. Currently has 2 goals in this tournament. Let's have a look again at the chance for William. Good cross by the number 14. Very poor finishing by William. 65 minutes of the match are done. The Americans yet lead by 2-0, but the momentum of the match has now shifted from the Americans to the Malaysians after the American player was red carded. Good pressing there by the Americans after some time, doing really well to win the ball. They forced a error by the Malaysians. The player doing really well to turn around and beat a few players. Does find his teammate. They pass it to the wings. In comes the cross, but the referee has blown his whistle. Looks like it's a handball near the box. The referee saying that the player stopped the cross probably with his hand and therefore has blown his whistle. Let's have a look again at the cross, number 21. Yes, good call by the referee. You can see how the ball hit the hand of the Malaysian defender who was in air. Coach John Hackworth of USA yet has one substitution to be made in this match. He has a number 10, George Anthony Acosta, on bench. He can look to bring him on and add some stability in the midfield. But in the meanwhile, let's have a look at the free kick that the Americans have won near the opponent's box. In comes the free kick. Cleared away by the Malaysian defenders. The Americans doing really well to not let the Malaysians completely clear the wall and put it out for a throw into Malaysia in their own half. Another throw in for Malaysia. As I was talking, the coach USA John Hackworth would most likely bring on number 10, George Anthony Acosta, to stabilize his midfield after the red card. But the Americans now getting back into this game after the shock. Here they come down the left wing. He tried to find his teammate but blocked by the Malaysian defender on his nearest box. The Malaysian player should be careful of offside. He didn't check his run, and when the pass was made to him, he was in offside position. The Malaysian players now making inroads in the American defense. Had the Malaysian striker timed his run much better there, it could have caused them Americans some problems. The Malaysian keeper now forced to come out and clear the lines. There was William Franklin Sands who was charging down on the ball. The keeper for Malaysia, number 30, Mohammad Rafiq bin Kamaruddin. The ball to the Malaysian box, but straight to the Malaysian defenders. Here's Malaysia on the ball again. Took a brilliant lunge from the American defender to intercept the pass. Here comes USA on the other side. Good pass. Can he shoot? He shoots! Again a very poor shot. Again it's William Franklin Sands. He had two brilliant chances in this first half. He has missed two glorious chances in this half to give his team another goal. The coach John Hackworth would really not be happy with his finishing in this match. In this tournament until now, the leading goal scorer is number 3, is the number 10 of Tanzania, Asad Ali Juma, who has scored 3 goals. There are 3 players who has scored 2 goals. It looks like it's Malaysia who's going to make a change now. It's number 23, Muhammad Iqbal Hakim Muhammad Hatta, who's making his way out. And number 11, Muhammad Nizaruddin bin Jazi, who's making his way in. The Malaysians put a long ball forward, but there's an American defender there to shield the ball away. The ball is yet in play. It took one more American defender to clear it. The Malaysians growing and growing in this game. Here they come again. Will he take a shot now? There's a teammate of him. He takes a shot, but a poor shot. The ball was there for it to be struck well. It was a very poor shot. Let's have a look again at the shot. "71 minutes of the match are completed. The Indian supporters would be hoping for one more goal from the American side. This would mean that the goal difference of Malaysia and India would be there on -6. Right now it's Malaysia on -5 and India on -6. India, who are playing there tonight at 8 p.m. against the Korean side, will need to at least win the match if this match doesn't see any more goals. If the Indians draw the match, the goal difference would yet be on -6 and would yet be one below the Malaysian side. The Indian supporters would be hoping that the Americans find one more goal now. Here they come on the attack. Good through ball forward. They have ball on the left wing. They have a few players in the box standing up. The player doing well to skip passes. Marker, he puts the cross. Side foot into the goal, but poor shot again. Very poor shot. Blocked by the Malaysian defender on the 6-yard box. He clears it. And here comes Malaysia with their own attack. The Malaysians have now made all the 3 substitutions, while the Americans yet have left one to be made. The Americans struggling to clear the ball. Each time it's rebounding and falling back to another player. But luckily it's back to an American player each time. The USA now keeping the passes amongst themselves. Something they were failing to do after the red card. Another ball forward by Malaysia and again head back by the American centre back. The Americans choosing to control the game further and further rather than launch an attack. There was a good opportunity for the American midfielder to put the ball ahead. He had a player up front who he could have passed to, but then chose to go back to his midfielder, or to his defender. The Malaysian could have chosen to go to his keeper rather than putting it out for a throw-in. That's number 19, William Franklin Sands, who has missed two brilliant opportunities in the second half. There's a water break called in this second half. Coach John Hackworth of the USA will be the busier of the two coaches. His tactics that were handed out in the half-time break would have all gone for a toss after his player was red carded. The player who was given a red card was number 23, Kevin Roberto Negrete. The referee also taking time to have some water. Tejas Viswasrao Negvenkar. He had a few very important decisions to be made in this match. First was awarding a penalty to the Americans. Later it was giving a red card again to an American player. There were also a few decisions where players of either teams had pushed or kicked their opponents, and he's managed to deal with them until now. That's the number 4 of Malaysia, Zainul Arifin bin Ahmed Latifi. The referee looking at his watch, but coach John Hackworth yet handing out some tactical instructions to his players. The Americans taking a slightly longer break, but the referee has blown his whistle for them to come onto the ground now. The referee checking if the American players are back. They have made their way back onto the ground, taking the positions now. In the last instance, the Malaysian right back had put the ball out for a throw-in to the USA. The Americans usually avoid taking long-range throws, and again play it short, trying to keep the ball with them. Very well worked by the American players now, finding them with short passes, but ultimately one of them is astray and the Malaysians have the ball again. Another ball launched forward with the Malaysian defender, but dealt by the American right back. The Americans have left with one change. Here comes Malaysia again. He has two players to contend with him, but he finally loses out to number 17. He tackles him from behind. The referee has blown his whistle. Let's have a look again how the number 26 of Malaysia brought down the number 17 of USA. The American keeper has really not been tested in this match until now. Something much to the dismay of the Malaysian coach. But here's Malaysia with another foray into the American box, trying to build up another attack. They have got the ball past few players, but the American centre back stepping up, putting a leg in and winning the ball. Good run there by the American player. He was brought down. Is it a free kick? Is it a throw in? Is number 8 Ferry. Yeah, let's have a look again how Blaine Daniel Ferry was brought down. The Americans share the game. They have 10 minutes to go in this match. Can Malaysian make their newfound dominance count and find a goal? The referee asking the player to come back and take the throw in from the position. He had moved way ahead and from where the ball had gone out. Here's Malaysia with an attack. Good ball forward this time. Straight through the midfield of the Americans. The Americans finding it much harder in this match than they had done in the previous matches. By this stage of the other matches, their centre backs would be knocking the ball around themselves with the keeper showboating a bit. But by being a man down, it's the Malaysians who are on the front foot. Here comes a cross by Malaysia, who are cross and straight behind the goal line for a goal kick to the USA. This is the match number 9 of the AIFF Youth Cup 2016. This is the second last match of the group stage. The last match, which is match number 10, is between India and Korea, which will take place at 8 p.m. again at Tilak Maidan, again at the same place where you're watching the match. Good goal kick by the American keeper. He finds his attacker. Took a clearance by the Malaysian defender to stop the run of the American. There is a mistimed jump to stop the ball. The American has the ball. He's trying to make a run into the box, but he's blocked by the Malaysian defender, but does win his team a corner. The American players look really, really tired now. They have had to do a lot of running by being a man down. Doesn't help in this heat. It's number 20, Adrian Isaias Villegas, to take the corner. He has done well previously. He takes the corner. It was near towards the penalty spot, but headed away by the Malaysian player and cleared by his teammate. Now is the Malaysian player brought down in the halfway line, and the referee has blown his whistle. He has given a free kick in favour of Malaysia. They take it quickly. The player is making a run into the box. He passes, finds his teammate, but the shot was not kept down by a substitute. Number 11, Aidil Mirza. Sorry. Let's have a look again by the cross by number 36 and the shot by number 11, Mohammad Nasaruddin bin Jazi. Number 36 doing really well to win the ball and make a good run to the box. But Mohammad Nasaruddin bin Jazi couldn't keep a shot down. Big let off for the Americans. The defenders were expecting a cross to the other player who was in the 6-yard box. But Mohammad Najmi did really well to find the man who was behind them. All the American players are now in their own box, trying to keep the Malaysian attack at bay. But here they come again. It's number 11, this time who missed the shot previously. He puts in a pass into the box, cleared by the American defender. The ball is hit to the Malaysians. He takes a shot from far. And it's a goal for Malaysia. They have scored a fantastic goal. It's a number 4 of Malaysia, Zainul Irfan bin Ahmad Latifi, who has scored a cracking goal to pull one goal back. Let's have a look again at the shot. Good shot from some distance. That's a confirmation. It's number 4, Zainul Irfan bin Ahmad Latifi, who scored the goal. 4 minutes left in the second half. Can the Malaysians find another goal? Here's another angle on the goal. Good strike from outside the box, leaving the American keeper with no chance to save it. Surprisingly that the coach of USA has not made one more change. The midfielders are definitely tired as they're playing with a man less there. He has options on the bench. He's not chosen to go to them yet. Here's Malaysia trying to build up one more attack, playing much more confidently than they were playing in the first half. Can the Malaysians make a repeat of what they did against Tanzania? The only difference being that time the Malaysians were a man down. This time the opponent is a man down. The Malaysians now have a goal difference of -2. This would mean that the Indians now would need a win in the match against Korea to have any hopes of going ahead to the 3rd and 4th place match to be taken on the 25th. Last few minutes of the second half. The Americans have a throw in the opponent's half. There's a fight for the ball near the corner flag. The Malaysian defender doing really well to find his teammate, who does then help his team win a throw in. Here's Malaysia now, again trying to make a run forward. The teammate is urging his fellow players to start making runs ahead so that he can find them with a pass. Last minute of the normal time in second half. Not many stoppages in play besides the water break. Let's see how much added time will be given now. Malaysians now want to throw in the American half. The player has the ball on the wing. He puts in a cross, but straight to the American keeper. The Americans now need to just hold on. Even if it's a draw for the USA, they would yet be qualifying for the finals. The keeper forced into a hasty clearance. The Americans would be tied on 6 points with Tanzanians, but having a goal difference of +4 compared to +2 of the Tanzanians, would be going above Tanzanians into first position. Good work there by the Malaysian player to turn around and over the ball, but was out-muscled ultimately and drew a clearance for the Americans. But here's the Malaysians under attack. A kick from far. The ball was going out, but the American keeper yet chose to come to the side and collect it. He kicks it long, but can't find his teammate. Here's a through ball forward for the Americans. The Malaysian keeper is trying to get out. He does really well to slide in ultimately, just in the nick of time. There's a throw in for the Americans in the corner flag. That's a confirmation by the fourth official. 6 minutes of added time at the second half. Let's have a look again how the keeper of Malaysia was forced to come out and kick it out for a throw in just before William Franklin Sands could get to it. William Franklin Sands would be not happy with his performance in this match. He had 2 brilliant opportunities in the second half to give his team further goals, but he missed each chance quite awfully. Here's Malaysian player making the run. He finds his teammate, but his first touch was okay, but the second touch took the ball away from him. It was the captain of Malaysia, number 9, AIFF Shakirin bin Suhaimi, whose second touch let him down. The ball to the box, the Malaysian player heads it. It was a save from the American keeper. The Malaysian player managed to sneak from the behind and get to the ball. Let's have a look again at the cross. Good cross, tempting cross. The Malaysian number 11 with the header. The Malaysian taking the corner quickly. They put in the cross straight to the arms of the keeper. 2 minutes of the added time have been completed. 4 minutes are left. Can Malaysia find a second goal, which would help them equalize in this match? They have been much better than what they were in the first half after the red card. Here's the Malaysians on the ball again. The American players jogging along. They seem to be sapped out of all their energies. The player doing really well to shield the ball, but as he considered a free kick there, or was it a throw in to Malaysia? It looks like it's a throw in. So look again at the way the American player shielded the ball, but he couldn't stop from the ball going out. The Malaysian took a throw in. Here they come again, now the left side. Again clear by the American defenders. The Malaysians here's Malaysia with the shot from far. Weak shot, a very poor shot. The Americans finally making one more change. It's number 20, Adrian Isaias Villegas, who's going to make his way out. And in comes to his place number 4, Christopher James Durkin, the defender. 2 minutes left in this added time of second half, and the American coach John Hackworth has chosen to reinforce his defense. He was seeing that the Malaysians are coming with attack after attack, chose to pull off an attacker and now brought a defender. The Malaysians putting it their all to find a second goal for themselves in this match. Not much of time left for them. The Americans have a throw in their own in the Malaysian half. Last minute of added time now. The Malaysian player, the defender, now showing great urgency, trying to make a run, but he should choose to pass it earlier rather than running. The Americans now just trying to clear the ball as soon as the ball comes from the defense. The Americans have managed to hold on now to their 1-goal lead. Barely a minute for them to go. Can they end the match how it is? Here comes Malaysia with another attack. A long ball forward, forcing a header from an American player. The Malaysians take the throw in quickly. The player skips past one player. He finds a teammate in the center of the ground. The Malaysians yet have the ball with them. They're now into the box. Can he shoot? He's down. The Malaysians yet have the ball. And the ball rolls out tamely for a goal kick to the Americans. We're almost done with the added time. The referee has the whistle in his mouth and he calls time to the match. It was a very interesting match in the second half. After the American player was red carded, the Malaysians managed to pull 1 goal back, but that was not enough. The Americans had told 2 goals in the first half. The match ends by USA scored 2 goals and Malaysia won. Join us at 8 p.m. today for the last group stage match of the AIFF Youth Cup 2016, which is between India and Korea. India needs a win there to qualify for the 3rd and 4th place match. See you then.